I'm going to show you a quick demo on how to place the texture inside a clipping mask in Illustrator on your Charlie Harper project. First, we need to have the vector shape that we're going to place that in. Here's a shape that we're going to use for this. And we also need to have the texture. So let's get a texture. I'll go up into File, Place, and I know I've got a texture right here that I can use. So I'll go ahead and grab that texture and place it. So here's my texture. I can scale it up to kind of fit the space that I'm working with here, just like that. Now, the thing about a clipping mask is that the clipping mask, the thing that's going to mask, needs to be on top of the thing that it's masking. In this case, this threshold that we created is the thing that we want to mask. So what I need to do is put it behind the shape. There's a couple ways we can do that. We can go under Object, Arrange, and send that back to the back when it's selected. Or we could also go and edit and cut it here, select the thing that we want to be on top, and then we can go to paste in back. So we're pasting that thing from the clipboard behind that shape. And then it's really just simply making sure that you've got the thing that you want to mask and the thing that you want to use as a mask selected. Both. I used the Shift key to click on the two things that I wanted to use in this clipping mask. So now I'll go to Object, Clipping Mask, Make, and now that is inside there. You'll notice also the color of the fill and the stroke are gone. That once you make it into a mask, it loses those attributes. We can go back and add color to those things. Let's go ahead and pull up our properties here, and we'll just say we want to give that stroke color again. Let's go ahead, we'll just put a red stroke on it, maybe make that a little bit thicker here, right? And we can put a fill in there as well. Right now, it's got this in here, so when we go to put the fill in, we can't see the threshold anymore. It's still there though. What we need to do is if we want to color the threshold, then we need to go up under Object. Well, first we have to make sure it's selected. Object, Clipping Mask, Edit Contents. Once we do that, then we can change the color of the contents right now. So we'll go here. What we're changing now isn't the color of the mask, but the color of the contents that are inside there, so that we can get something going on with that. Alternatively, and I'm going to just Command Z to get out of this so that you can see a different way of approaching this. We've got the mask here with the threshold inside it. We can copy this shape here before we put the threshold in. I'm going to select this shape. I'm going to Command C or go down to my pull down menu for copy. And now I'll make the mask there. And so that's still the way it is, and I can give that color to that interior space again by going to Object, Clipping Mask, Edit Contents, and then changing that color, right? And I still have this shape on my clipboard. So I could, now that I've got that, I can go under object, no, under edit, I'm sorry, edit, and then paste in back, and I'm pasting another copy of that behind it. So, that's the way that you can create the shape and then create the threshold and use that shape to create the clipping mask. Likewise, I could also create my own shapes that I want if I'm doing something like a shadow area. This has got this is just a vector shape, and say I want to put a mask, use that to mask. I'll place another version of the threshold in there. I'm going to put it here. I'm going to cut it. Then I'm going to put it behind this. So I select that, and then I will go to paste and back. Select those two things and make a clipping mask. And now I've added a little shadow texture to this. So that's a quick kind of primer on how to use the thresholds and to create the clipping masks.